Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving deep into something I think could genuinely change Dead Rails forever. You've seen the signs, maybe you felt it. The player base isn't what it used to be. The same train, the same fights, the same grind. The game feels stuck. But what if that's exactly why things are about to shift? Today's video isn't about leaks or dev confirmations. It's about possibility, about what this game could evolve into, based on the world it already built. From a reimagined castle with ancient weapons to a horrifying hospital that ties into the zombie plague, and even to train upgrades that could change how we play the game at its core. These ideas aren't far-fetched. They're rooted in mechanics, lore, and places that already exist. And if Dead Rails wants to survive, it needs to evolve in exactly these ways. So sit back. This one's going to be long, mysterious, and maybe even a little bit scary. Castle Rework, the weapons room. Let's start with a place we all know, and maybe take for granted. The castle. It's been in the game forever. Everyone's been there. Most of us have beaten it. But ask yourself, how many times did you actually go back? How many times did it feel different? Right now, Castle is just another stop on the way to bonds and loot. But what if it wasn't just that? What if it had depth, mystery, actual medieval gear worth fighting for? Imagine this. After reaching the throne room, a hidden lever is revealed. Maybe behind a broken banner or inside a crumbled wall. You pull it, and an ancient weapons room opens up beneath the castle. This isn't just cosmetics. It's real, usable loot, stuff that changes your loadout. Swords, not flashy, just reliable melee weapons. Fast, sharp, and deadly up close. Crossbows and arrows. Silent, medium-range tools perfect for stealthy players who hate loud guns. Shields. Yeah, actual shields. You wear it on your left arm, and it blocks 10 hits or 2 gunshots. Then a 20-second cooldown. It's not OP, it's smart. Then there's medieval armor scattered around. Helmets, shoulder plates, and chest plates. They offer small protection boosts and durability, not full invincibility. This gear makes you feel like a knight surviving a zombie apocalypse. And finally, tucked in corners and old chests, bonds, 2 to 4 per run, hidden in the cracks of the stone. It turns Castle from a one-time side event to something players revisit every few runs. It brings back the magic. St. Aldrich's hospital, the plague returns. Now let's go darker. Imagine you're deep into a solo run. You're low on ammo, it's foggy, and then you see it in the distance. St. Aldrich's hospital. This place doesn't scream survival, it screams history. A ruined government facility, originally built to contain historic diseases. Think Black Death, cholera, typhoid. But once the zombie virus hit, well, they started combining it with those old plagues. That's where everything went wrong. Here's the setup. Gaslit halls, flickering lights, steam leaking from vents, blood-slick floor, patient mutations, Black Death brutes slam the ground and explode into plague goo. Their boils burst into rats that attack you in swarms. Cholera spewers. Vomit acid that eats armor. Erratic and disgusting. Typhoid stalkers. You barely see them. Their spores invert your movement. Go left, you walk right. You panic. Tuberculosis sirens. Coughs that emit sonar waves. And a fog trail that drains stamina. You can't outrun them for long. Infected staff, surgeon ghouls. Only show up if you make noise. They come out of locked rooms with bone saws. infected nurses. They heal other infected and inject them with mutations. If you don't kill her first, you're screwed. Janitor crawlers. Hides under beds. Pulls you by the legs. Bursar Revenant. He guards his old office. If you want vault access, you have to take him down. At the heart of it all is Patient Zero, still roaming. No one's sure where. You hear screams, doors slam shut, vents rattle. He's out there. This location would change the meta. Players wouldn't just loot and leave. They'd prepare. They'd talk about it. Fear it. Train upgrades and wagons. Custom strategy. Now let's talk about the part of the game we all interact with. Every single run. The train. We've all used the same layouts for months. But what if we had control over our train like never before? Engine upgrades. Tier 1. Plus 5 speed for 30 bonds. Tier 2. Plus 5 more for 60 bonds. Tier 3. Plus 10 more for 135 bonds. You decide if you want a lightning-fast train that leaves enemies behind, or a slow, beefy one that's a fortress on wheels. New wagons, custom builds. Cattle wagon, cheaper, more loot space, but slows you down -5 speed. Armored wagon, like the armored train, no turrets, but higher durability. Freight car, 40% longer than a normal wagon for group play. Cannon wagon, a beast. Huge cannon that does 2 times damage. 30-second reload. Roofed wagon, more cover, decent durability. Reinforced wagon, comes with 2 turrets built in. This system gives you full control over how your team plays. Do you prioritize speed or firepower? Loot space or defense? You can mix and match and adapt to your style. And to make it all work, train stations will finally have meaning, where you buy and customize your loadout. So there you have it, the reworked castle, the horror-filled St. Aldrich's Hospital, and the fully customizable train system. None of this is official, but it doesn't need to be. It's what Dead Rails could be, and maybe should be. We all want this game to grow, to stay alive. These are the kinds of updates that could bring players back, not just for the grind, but for the experience. Let me know what you think in the comments.